I gathered data with Mage, and I played a total of, it looks like 27, 19, 27, about 50 games. The most of which I faced was Mage, and then Hunter and Rogue were also in there, and then a smattering of the rest. And I was counting on, from yesterday, Hunter going up in popularity, while I was thinking about, am I ahead of the meta by expecting a deck to trend upwards in popularity, or did I need to play the deck a bit first and then go from there? But I'm going to just go with the overall good deck, I think. So, well, what is this? That is, okay, well, no, this was the 7 legendary deck that I brought. We're not playing this deck. Alright, let's get rid of a few of those legendaries. Okay, so anyways, what we want to do is we want to include Zombie Chow and the more anti-aggro things. Mind Control Tech, Alright, we'll run the Mind Control. With the increased focus on early game, I don't think the MCT will be that important, actually. Maybe I'll take it out. I think I'll replace it with the Defender of Argus. So this is a deck that I've run in the past. It is slanted towards aggro, and not much to say other than slanted towards aggro, I think. And I think the time is right to bring it back. Decided that Dr. Boom is okay because control is less, so Big Game Hunter is less. And I've decided not to run Black Knight because Druids are less, which could actually mean Ramp Druid has a chance to come back in it. The cycle continues. I don't want to run into Rogue while playing this deck. I even thought about running a Harrison Jones, or maybe an Ooze. Maybe I will. Popular enough. Maybe I'll put an Ooze in. Maybe I'll put it instead of Defender of Argus. Let me look at the stats again. Yeah, there's a good amount of Rogue. Want to crush the Hunter's weapons also. Some Paladin out there. I think I should add in Harrison. I'll do Harrison instead of the Defender. I'm feeling the Harrison today. Even though I want to aim against Mech Mage, which has no weapons, I think there's enough of the other stuff. One thing that I realized from last season is, in order to succeed, you either have to play one deck really well, or you have to be on top of the metagame and stay one step ahead, and following the metagame is never good. This is kind of a mix of points 1 and 2. Firstly, I'm pretty good at the deck. Secondly, I think it's a solid deck. Thirdly, I think this happens to be... the changes made happen to be very good against the metagame, which I'm pegging right now as I start the day as Mech Mage and Hunter, and then like a little bit of the rest. So I've chosen a deck that's decent against generally everything, especially aimed against Hunter and Mage though.
Let the hunt begin.
Right, so starting against a Hunter, that's what I like to see. But I want to keep Harrison Jones. Card is partly in the deck to partly counter Hunter, so I'll keep it. It's a little bit ambitious since I want the Chow, but yeah.
Put this apple on your head.
But the Harrison at bow is such a big deal. Please miss this guy.
I'll show them.
That'd be a big deal. Oh, it's the Chow.
Report justice. The battle.
It was a pretty big knife miss. It means I gain 3 health, basically.
I'll show them.
No, it means I get an extra 1/1. Possibly more.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Consecration doesn't look bad until you realize that it's probably explosive trap. But then, perhaps you come to the conclusion that you simply attack face and then you consecration. And then you see whether there's only one trap that pops up, which is possible. Alright, my money is that on being exactly explosive trap.
To my side.
No! Oink! Oink! Oink, 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 oink. Is it worth owling the 2 damage? It might be. No, it's not.
The battle. The battle. For justice.
Just gotta hold out until turn 8. Or hopefully draw into Antique. Or Defender or something. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Leroy Eaglehorn. Alright.
That belongs in a museum.
I'm so close to stabilizing.
Job done.
I'm so close. Just give me 2 turns. No!
Well played.
Actually, past that, I was 1 damage off lethal.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Oh, mage. Well, I continue to hit the classes I'm aiming at, so I have that going for me, which is good.
Hello.
Well met.
Powering up. Portals online.
Put this apple on your head. I am ready.
Hmm? Did he not play that on turn 1? On purpose? Why? Misplay?
For justice.
Hello, hello, hello.
Alright, I'll throw an equality in here. That's worth.
For justice. The battle. The battle. The battle. Reporting for duty.
I spent the last 2 days playing the Mech Mage deck to understand it and its weaknesses. Now I will crush you, hopefully.
The battle. For justice. The battle. For justice.
Let the pain speak to me.
Reporting for duty.
Job done.
Put this apple on your head.
Follow the rule.
Bring the pain.
For justice.
Oh. Alright. I should make a guy.
Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle!
Bring the pain.
3 draw. Delicious.
Put your faith in the light. Last warning. The battle. For justice.
Hey,
The battle. The battle. The battle.
Well played. You win this.
Well played.
Well, so far everything is going according to plan, in that I faced on against a hunter and a mage so far. Didn't beat the hunter, which is very sad, but well,
Your soul shall be mine.
hopefully Zoo.
I will fight with honor.
Ugh, Handlock.
put this apple on your head.
And worse, he kept all his cards, so he almost certainly has Hellfire. That's a card you would want to keep against Paladin. So maybe I just make a guy. Is Ragnaros a good replacement for Dr. Boom? It's reasonable, I guess, but having the 7 is so much better. Just because of diversity of mana costs. It's a strange move.
Reporting for
I'm
duty.
sandbagging the turn in case of AoE. His turn was also really, really strange. 3, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I'll clear this guy.
Reporting for duty. The battle.
Why do I prefer Harrison over Black Knight? Well, because I think there are more targets that Jones hits in the current meta than Black Knight.
So many
What do I think about Kazan Mystic with all the mages and hunters in the metagame? I think it's one of the best times to run Kazan Mystic.
To arms, men! The battle! The battle! For justice!
What can I use instead of Harrison? Defender of Argus. Is Mech Mage the new hunter? In a way. Pretty much. Is the beast any good? It's not run in any major decks. Theoretically, it's used in an aggressive deck.
I have no time for games.
The battle!
Could set him to 11, or I have
The
to...
battle!
Yeah, I'll probably...
The battle! Duty call!
I have no time
For
for games.
justice!
It's gonna be kinda tough to win, but at least I have the tools, it seems. Possibly. I'm using Kel'Thuzad instead of Harrison with this deck. What do you think is better the movement? Well, I will say that from this moment onwards, I'm mostly done with science, and I will be playing the deck that I think is best against the metagame, almost always. So, by virtue of me running Harrison Jones over Kel'Thuzad, you can assume that I think that this is currently one of the stronger choices to play right now. Also, Kel'Thuzad is probably very poor to play right now. I knew he couldn't Shadow Flame, but it's like, okay, if he wants to Shadow Flame one guy, maybe I'm okay with that.
Put this apple on your head.
Let's see, do I want to set him lower? 14, that's fine. I'll let him. Can Ooze replace Harrison? Yeah. If you put Ooze instead of Harrison, you actually make yourself even better against aggro decks. It's a trade-off. I've run out of gas here.
Reporting for duty.
I have all the counter cards. This deck isn't well built against Handlock. I'm relying on the Hunters and the Mages to bully Handlock out of the meta. Don't you think with all the Ramp Druids that Black Knight is better than Harrison? Yeah, if there were a lot of Ramp Druid, Black Knight would be better than Harrison. Do you think the big game Hunter should be played earlier or wait for the enemy to pop up 7 attack or higher minion? Well, the reason the big game Hunter is in the deck is to kill minions of 7 or more attack, but against aggro decks, then you can play it early. Against decks like Handlock, you should never play it early. Any plans for post-Goblins vs. Gnomes free-to-play soon? No, I will be spending the rest of the months attempting to place in fairly high ranks while trying to also do an arena every day. If I happen to have the time to do a free-to-play, then sure. What do I think of the Blingtron Harrison combo? Depressingly slow. Probably quite bad.
Weapons ready. Weapons ready.
Follow the rules. Reporting for duty.
When will I upload the math video on YouTube? I plan to re-record it, so might not be for a while. Have I tried Blood Knight with Shielded Minion Bots and Coghammer to counter Mech Mages? No, that might be going even too extreme, but maybe it's the right amount of extreme. That's the thing about staying ahead of the meta. A deck like that would have been really good 2 days ago. Now it's kind of we'll have to see. Are Chow's really better than MC Tech and Loatham? Well, it depends on what you're facing. Against this tech, Chow's are awful, but against Hunters and Mech Mages, Chow's are great. So the first thing you have to do is establish what the aim of your deck is to do. I've hurt my deck against a few matchups in order to improve it against a few matchups, and I think that's a fair way to play the game. Why didn't I play Harrison last turn? Because I wanted Harrison Draxus.
You face Jaraxxus, Eladar Lord of the Burning Legion.
Yeah, it's Draxus. It's pretty good. Okay, so do I want to play the coin first? No, I'll probably go Belcher Harrison. Maybe draw a Chow and then play it.
That belongs in a museum.
It's actually been a very long time since I've Harrisoned one of those. Can't even remember the last time I did it. Guess I tossed the coin in. Alright, so he's made it so the Moltens are unplayable. So the only threats I have to face are one Inferno every turn and the remaining Mountain Giants. I've got a lot of fuel here, but a 6/6 each turn is pretty scary. I have lethal Thanks for letting me know I have lethal when it's his turn. And he has so many cards. He's presumably going to play around 3 damage. This is very helpful. Kappa Kappa.
For justice! Your soul shall be mine! I will fight with honor.
I'm a little tempted to keep the owl in case it's Handlock. I already have this 2 and the 3. If it's Zoo, there's not much to owl though. There's a spider, which is pretty good to owl. This is a good hand. Except against Handlock. It's not very good.
I greet you.
It's hard to have a good hand against Handlock, unless it's like specifically BGH. Oh, Zoo with Chow? That's actually a pretty good idea. If it's Zoo with Chow. I would respect that.
Put this apple on your head.
That would be a pretty... Is this...
Shields up. Red alert.
It's like, it's possible for this to still be Handlock. It's just very unusual, if it is.
For justice!
So far, though, his opening is very good against Hunter and Mage. Yeah, it's Handlock. That was a very interesting way to play this game, my dear opponent.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
It's creative. I can't say it's wrong.
For justice! Reporting for duty.
So the Twilight Drakes and the Mountain Giants aren't of any threat. Sludgy. Don't want to hit.
For justice!
Don't think it ever matters. So I'll just save the 3 health. It only matters if he doesn't attack a guy. I want to use the full value of Light's Justice. I can save a charge on True Silver Champion. Possibly.
For
Okay,
justice!
good enough. I want to play this eventually, so I'll play it now while I have nothing exciting going.
Let's move quickly!
Let the pain speak to me.
For justice! Reporting for duty.
I bring life.
Wow. I could just BGH it, but Aldoring it currently allows me to draw a card with this Acolyte. I'd need to deal another damage with it, which would be True Silver. So the move would be like Aldor, Equality, Guy. I think that's reasonable.
I wonder. Follow the rule.
Should have more things, which I can do when I'm more pressed for time.
Bring the pain.
I must move quickly. For justice.
No, I won't play the Chow in case of AoE.
Reporting for duty.
Aldor and then go face would certainly be incorrect because Owl would put me at 7, which is not pretty. I'm suspecting that he could be the Arcane Golem version due to his willingness to, I mean, just due to a variety of factors. It feels like, wow, that's not bad. This is surprisingly not bad. He didn't coil it, so that means he doesn't have coil, but I should probably still use this right now instead of using a 3/3.
Bring the pain.
The battle. Warning.
Caution has to be exercised. Like, the burst potential is 24.
None shall
Bring the pain.
for justice. Put your faith in the light.
The Faceless is kind of a giveaway that he's running the Arcane Power Overwhelming combo. Alright, do I win? No, not yet. Certainly want to owl this, and then probably kill it. Play Sylvanas. No, I don't want to die to some Molten Giant plus Shadow Flame thing. So I'll go Paladin plus Guy. 2, 6, 8.
Child. I must move quickly.
I think I'll give him health back also.
Reporting for duty. The battle.
It's possible I didn't want to give up the taunt instead of the guy. Hope that doesn't cost me. Probably won't. He used his Faceless, so Arcane Power. Once I INT Killbot, like it's almost done, but yeah. Interesting.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
I probably should have Harrisoned there. Because if he plays Jiraxis, that's 5. Oh, okay.
Reporting for duty. To arms, men! To battle! For justice!
I don't think he has the burst to kill me anymore, but I'll stay cautious. It would have to be Arcane Golem number 2. Faceless Manipulator number 2.
Mental dislocator.
And some kind of madness.
Running the program. Hug.
I actually think I have to clear 1/1 just because that's his way of like power overwhelming, and I just have to always clear. As extreme as that looks.
Reporting for duty.
I have no time for games.
Don't give him a chance to use the power overwhelmings in his hand.
To battle.
5, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Duty calls. To battle.
Let none survive.
To battle. To battle. For justice. Reporting for duty. I'm almost out of cards.
We almost get to see his entire deck. No, we're fine. Interesting.
Well,
It would have to be exactly Soulfire. That'd be pretty crazy. If I had lost there, that would have been pretty awesome actually.